my name is Jessica Duncan, and I am doing a screencast to show you my interactive website. I chose to do Boom Cards, which doesn't actually give a link so everyone can see the presentation. You actually had to have an account, or you had to be an assigned student with an account to actually look at these. So I'm doing screencasts so I can actually let you guys look at my interactive website that I created. So our first page, we have how can we solve word problems by using real life experiences, and I added a couple of pictures here. Our next page has the question, what do we need to do to solve a word problem? So step 1, we read the problem. Step 2, we identify the objects in the problem. Step 3, we figure out if we need to add or subtract our objects. And step 4, we solve the problem and use your 10 frames. Our next slide actually has a word problem with a selection to where we can actually choose an answer here. So we have an apple costs $2 and a banana costs $3. How much money do we need? So we're going to select the objects in the above word problem. So we have apples and bananas, and it gave us a correct answer. Our next slide has an apple costs $2 and a banana costs $3. How much money do we need? So do we need to subtract or add? So we have to fill in the blank. And with this, we're going to add. And it shows us the correct answer. Our next slide, we have the same problem, and we're going to solve the problem and select the correct answer. So we're trying to actually solve it. So we want to add up the $2 and $3 to give us 5. And it tells us that we have a correct answer. All right, then we have a different problem. A bag of chips costs $2 and a Coke costs $2. How much money do we need? So our first question is select the objects in the problem. So we are dealing with chips and we're dealing with Coke. So we're going to select that. And as you see, I have 3 different questions on here. So we have to answer all 3 of them before it allows us to go to the next page. All right, do we need to add or subtract? So he wants us to fill in the blank with a plus or minus sign. So we're going to go here and we're going to fill in with a plus sign. And then we're actually going to solve the problem. So 2 and 2 is 4. And then we do submit. And it tells us we got them correct. All right. Our next page has a different word problem. There are 5 dogs in the yard. 2 dogs run off. How many dogs are left in the yard? So in this word problem, we're dealing with dogs. So we're going to select it. And again, since we have different questions on this page, we have to complete all the answers before we can go to the next page. And here we're actually going to be subtracting. So we have to put in a minus sign. So we have 5. We're taking away 2, and we are left with 3. Submit. And we have a correct answer. And this one is actually a fill in the blank. And I've actually set this one to an open response. That way, there's technically not a right answer until I look at it. So it wants the students to actually come up with their own word problem. So we can just write something. There are, let's see, 3 boys and 3 girls in the room. How many boys and girls are in the room? It's going to be our question. So to solve it, we're just going to add 3 and 3. So our answer is going to be 6. And we're going to do submit. So our answer has been submitted, and this is our last page. All right, thank you for watching my interactive website video.